crazy thing is, man, Get up and dance was kind of like the hook. Um, and that whole "it ain't a crime, baby, you gotta shake it," just just kind of evolved. And I was like, man, I guess I can't really call it "Get Up and Dance." Let me give it another title. And I don't know who came up with "Get Up and Dance" as opposed to or "It Ain't a Crime" as opposed to "Get Up and Dance," but it was a labor of love. That was the one we really thought would be big. Uh, didn't quite get what I wanted out of it, but in terms of maybe showing our chops, Dave getting a little chance to cut it up on the record, and me getting to try something different, we had a lot of fun with it. We had a lot of fun with it.
How does Stevie feel about it?
I don't think he felt much of anything. Okay, give him something else. Maybe don't move me to the next location in case that way he didn't have to pay a moving company. I don't know. Maybe that was just a gimme for him.
Were there any other artists moving Stevie's equipment along with you?
Dude, I think those guys were long gone. There was me, there was Dave. I think we may have gotten Wizzy from Vicious Bass to help us move once or twice.
Probably.
Yeah. We got somebody to help us move.
Kevin.
No, it was Breezy Beat.
You mentioned me. Kevin Flournoy also claimed to help him, having moved it down to Kendall. He was one of the Whiz Kids.
There you
he
go.
He was making Atlantic money, so it's like, why'd you do all that? Anyway, I think we should back up and talk about meeting Breezy. When did you meet Breezy?
It's a real crazy thing. I may or may have not met Breezy through my old rap partner, Tim Moats. MC Herc is what he called himself. He actually ended up going on to do a record called The Mission with Tolga Kadis. Release it on him. I thought that was the least I could do was hook him up somehow. But I don't really know where Breezy came in, but me and my DJ Dave, Dave might have been responsible for introducing me to Breezy. We started doing some production for him, and out of those efforts came, his hit record. What was that song called?
Shake the Joint.
Yeah, Shake the Joint. That's what it was. We did the original production on it. The beat. Dave did all the scratches. Jack, one of my father's classic records. And spun that, and it was a real fun thing. It was like, man, we'll get into some production, we'll hook somebody up. Who knows, man? We can turn this into something, and it turned into something other than what we expected. He ended up taking the demo and shopping it somewhere, and I think the next time I heard it was on the radio. I was like, damn, sounds a little like what we did. I mean, he SP1200 it up, but basically the same track.
Your next record, Do Me Baby?
Whew.
You forgot that one, I know. We
Man.
talked about that a while back.
Dude, do me baby.
Why don't we talk about that?
And I really didn't even get that from Belle Biv DeVoe. I just, I wanted to do something. I wanted Aunt Esther in it, What the hell was that lady's name? LaWanda Page, and it was actually me saying, "Do me, baby," trying to sound like her. You know what? It was a record, and it was supposed to lead into this album that we were trying to get the company to let us do. That wasn't the song that led to it. It ended up being a song I did a duet with Stevie called True Love, and that led to actually getting an album deal. Looking back on it all, I mean, we did a lot of work. We had vision for ourselves, things that we wanted to see. The company had different ideas. I guess, they were on some Milli Vanilli, like, give us something kind of sexy, Maybe I could have been a sex symbol. I wasn't quite working out then, though. I was a little skinny.
This was 1990, right?
Yeah. I want to say 89, 90, all through almost into 92 before I actually left Stevie. We ended up parting ways. I did a record called True Love. Dad Jaladabai came to me and he says, "Zeus, I got a hook for you, man. It's kind of like Slick Rick's Teenage Love." I heard it didn't quite ring Teenage Love to me, but in about 15 minutes I had the verses. And I started laying tracks, and he was like, "Man, you're going to sing the hook." So I sang. I was like, I don't really know how to sing, but I didn't sound half bad, Stevie heard the song, liked it. He got on it, and, some counter melodies, sang over the hook, played it for LMR Records over the phone originally. And they were like, shit, we like this. And they had probably about 10 acts that they were considering for an album. And he said, well, I'm going to New York. I'll let you know. Came back and he said, man, you got an album deal. So I had to belt out some tracks. I don't even know what the fuck happened to that album. It's somewhere.
I don't have it.
Sucks, dude. I gotta find that. I might have a dad at home.
Was it released?
Yeah, I was gonna say, was it
Never released. What happened is around the time that we were looking to do it. I'd done "Do Me Baby." That was supposed to be the single from the album. They ended up releasing that probably for contractual obligations. We were supposed to go to Canada, shoot a video. Was going to be distributed by what was it? LMR had a deal with. Damn, I can't remember the name of that label. I had it a minute ago.
Midtown.
No, bigger, like
Rhea?
RCA BMG, and we were supposed to fly to Canada to shoot a video, and I think right around that time, whoever was running RCA probably lost their, well, the guy who was doing the country music was kind of booming for them or whatever. He was doing really good. He turned their country music department around and froze all projects, so no video. Around that time, Stevie decided, LMR has given him advances on money that should have been going in his pocket, shouldn't have been considered an advance. So lawsuits started flying around. They got an injunction. None of the albums could be released. Froze everything. So right on the cusp of kind of surviving that whole post chicken head thing where I felt like, man, I'm on my way. Bunch of lawsuits. So Stevie left the label. He told us, don't talk to the label. But he wasn't giving us any real information. So they had one of the girls start courting me kind of in the background. I ended up flying to New York. They flew Dave and I up, and I ended up signing a writer's agreement and a deal outside of Stevie. I mean, for me, it was huge to do that because, I had mad respect or love for Stevie. But, I wasn't getting paid. He kept us hungry, and you don't feed a man. You know what happens. He's going to find another place to eat. So that's pretty much what happened. Once I left, pretty much everybody else left. They were like, man, Zeus has been with him the longest. If he leaves, everybody will leave. I mean, Jaya was gone, Phil Malagrito, all those guys, Island Boy. Everybody took off. And that was pretty much it. Boom.